All right, Joel, we'll have to leave that there. Anthony Albanese has just started speaking live in San Francisco.
Related meetings present an opportunity to strengthen the regional economic links that are absolutely vital to Australian trade, to Australian industries and to Australian jobs. And today, in a number of meetings, I've been able to strengthen those. This morning I was able to meet with California Governor Newsom, where we discussed how we take forward the cooperation on climate change that is being delivered under our MOU, building on the ambitious climate, critical minerals and clean energy transition compact that I agreed with President Biden earlier this year. I also met with Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, and welcomed BlackRock's significant investment in Australia. In particular, the Waratah Super Battery is the largest grid-scale battery project in the entire Southern Hemisphere. This investment is very welcome, and it was great to catch up with Mr Fink, who's a distinguished business person who has a long history of links with Australia. I had formal bilats with Justin Trudeau of Canada and also my first meeting with Thai Prime Minister Srettha. The Thai Prime Minister is one of the ASEAN leaders who will be travelling to Australia for the Australia-ASEAN Summit that will be held in March next year in Melbourne. And I was able to also meet with the whole range of ASEAN leaders whilst I've been here. President Widodo, Anwar Ibrahim of Malaysia, Prime Minister Kishida, who I'll have a formal bilateral with tomorrow, President Marcos of the Philippines, Prime Minister Lee of Singapore, President Yoon of the Republic of Korea, as well as catch up with our Pacific Island colleagues, the Prime Minister Rambuka of Fiji and Prime Minister Marape of Papua New Guinea. Prime Minister Marape will be visiting Australia next month and will have some significant announcements next month during his visit to Canberra. It was also an opportunity to catch up with President Joe Biden and members of his administration, including John Kerry on climate, Anthony Blinken on foreign affairs and international issues, and also Kamala Harris to catch up with her again, renewing acquaintances and talking about our shared objectives as a result of our alliance and our economic cooperation that we've put in place. I also had an opportunity to meet with President Xi and to thank him for the welcome and the discussions that we had in my visit to China recently. This has been a very important forum, and it will continue to be, with more work to be done. At the APEC Economic Leaders Informal Dialogue, I spoke to the theme of the session, sustainability, climate and the just energy transition. It was an opportunity to talk about Australia's vision for becoming a renewable energy superpower for our region, to talk about the opportunity that we have to work with countries like Indonesia and Singapore to our north in exporting clean energy, but also the role that we can play because of the abundance of critical minerals and rare earths that we can play in supply chain issues as we go forward. There was a commonality in the contributions from APEC leaders about the need to tackle climate change, about the need to work together, and about the opportunities that the transition to clean energy economies presents. There's also a recognition that developing countries need support, and that industrialised countries have a responsibility to do what we can. I was able to talk about the agreement that we made during the Pacific Island Forum with Tuvalu, a landmark agreement and treaty which will provide for people from Tuvalu to be able to be settled up to $280 a year in Australia, but also the mitigation that will occur where Australia will contribute $17 million for the expansion of the landmass of the main island on Tuvalu by 6%, and helping to assist with that process as well. And after the discussion, a number of leaders were very interested in the agreement and its implications going forward. I joined with the leaders of IPEF, the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity as well. We issued a joint statement on the substantial conclusion of negotiations on supply chain resilience that's ready for signing, but also the advancing that's occurring on the clean energy economy and also anti-corruption, and the work that's occurring when it comes to concluding negotiations on IPEF's trade pillar in 2024. IPEF leaders also endorsed a critical minerals dialogue to strengthen collaboration in critical minerals supply chains and to boost regional competitiveness. Australia is in a strong position when it comes to critical minerals, and we see this as an enormous opportunity for us going forward, for jobs and for the resources sector to contribute economic benefit and for jobs creation as well. In terms of going forward, I attended as well the APEC Business Advisory Council dialogue that was hosted by the Vice President Kamala Harris. This evening I'll attend the Economic Leaders Dinner where I'll discuss with other APEC leaders how we can work together to ease the economic pressures. One of the things that is characteristic here is that the global economy is having an impact across the board, inflationary pressures, issues with living standards and the pressures that's on, and a recognition that we need to work together on those issues. Tomorrow as well, I will meet with Prime Minister Kishida of Japan and the President of Vietnam ahead of the APEC Economic Leaders Retreat, and I will be making further contributions there.